Hey guys. Okay, so I made some of Marvel's heroes into cards because why not, right? Um, of course they do need a little balancing. Okay, they need a lot of balancing. Anyway, all the images are in the description box below. If you want, you can download them, whatever. So first up we have Spider-Man Noir. So he's a 5 mana neutral card, 5/2 stealth, 50% chance to gain an extra attack whenever a friendly minion attacks. Okay, for those of you who don't read comics, Spider-Man Noir is Spider-Man set in the past. He really loves to hug the shadows and deal with his opponents quickly and decisively. And so I thought this effect would be pretty effective. Okay, Quicksilver. 6 mana, 2/3, Battle Cry, play 5 Noble Sacrifices. Okay, so in both imaginings in the movies Age of Ultron and the X-Men series, Quicksilver saves people basically. So 5 Noble Sacrifices, the secrets, would be pretty fitting if you ask me. Okay, so next up we have Iron Man. He's a mage legendary, 4 mana, 2/6. After you cast a spell, summon a 2/2 Iron Man armor. So Tony Stark has a lot of armors, and he can remote control them, which is why it seemed fitting for him to summon an army of them whenever he plays spell. Captain America, Paladin card, 9 mana, 4/12, 50% chance to take half damage. So Cap has a almost indestructible shield. Simply blocking and taking no damage would be a little overkill. So I decided to make it take half damage. It's still pretty overpowered if you ask me, but who cares. The Punisher Hunter. He's a hunter card. 7 mana, 5/5, Battle Cry. Destroy all minions with less attack than this minion's attack. So, for example, if you find a way to buff it with, let's say, Light in the Darkness or something like that, it's a pretty powerful board clear. The reason why I chose this effect is because Frank Castle's family got killed in the comics, or actually in the Daredevil series that's out now. And he's out for vengeance, so he goes around to kill a lot of gang members and stuff like that. Which is why it made sense for him to have a board clear effect to take out a big group of minions. Okay, Anti-Venom. Druid card, 7 mana, 5/7, Battle Cry, restore 5 health to your and your hero power your hero power's cost is reduced to 0. Or your opponent cannot use his hero power till this minion leaves the field and he ends his turn. I tried to include only heroes, but I really like Anti-Venom. There was no way I can skip him. So in the comics, he is a version of Venom that cures his victims from diseases, but he can also take away Spider-Man's power, which is why he takes away your opponent's hero power. Hulk, he's a warrior card, 3 mana, 0/0, Battle Cry, gain +2/+2 for each enemy minion. The reason why I chose this stat is because the angrier that Hulk gets, the stronger he becomes. And if he is calm, he turns back into Bruce Banner, which would get wiped out immediately. Ghost Rider, Warlock, card, 7 mana, 5/5, Death Rattle. Resurrect this minion with -1/-1. So basically he gets weaker every time he gets revived until he eventually permanently dies. Okay, so the next card is actually a spell. Symbiosis. It's a priest spell card. 5 mana, give +1/+1 to an enemy minion. When it dies, it gets revived on your side of the field. So basically the symbiote is a life form that bonds with someone and augments their power. When it switches hosts, you get the powers of the previous owner, which is why it was no way I can make this into a minion. It was better off to be a spell. Okay, next up we have Jean Grey, a shaman card, 8 mana, 5/7. Death Rattle, summon the Phoenix, 5, which is a 4/5. It's pretty straightforward card actually. Rogue, it's a rogue card, believe it or not. 6 mana, steal 1/1 from an enemy character. Note it's a character, which means you can take 1 health from your opponent, and it will lower the maximum health to 29, then 28, and so on. Which means you can't heal over that. She still gets 1 attack and 1 health regardless of the source of the stealing. So basically in the comments, the comics, not the comments, when she touches someone, she drains their powers and she can temporarily use their powers, which is why this seemed fitting. Okay, I wanted to add Wolverine, but that would be just too mainstream, so I decided to add X-23. She's a 5 mana 3/3. This minion can only die from a spell, which means you have to use up removal for this minion. This is due to the healing factor that X-23 has, and adamantium, which is a fictional metal that's almost indestructible. Okay, so for this final card, and I kind of felt forced to make this card because Deadpool fans will eat me alive, more or less. So here is the spell card. It's called Call Deadpool. So basically you summon Deadpool or Gwenpool, which with random stats. It could be a 1/1, it could be a 6/9, could be anything. That's the beauty of it. The reason why I chose this card is because Deadpool loves to break the fourth wall, and he does random things when he does it, so it seemed fitting in my opinion. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, whatever, and if you have ideas about other Marvel characters or these cards, you can upload them to Imajar or Gyoza or whatever, and post them on the comments. I will approve them later.